Hey everybody, G4 Video 5 here, and welcome back to some more Grand Theft Auto 3. In this part, we will be completing the Import-Export Emergency Vehicle Crane that is located in Portland Harbor in Portland, and we are beginning this part by showing off the spawn locations of the ambulance and the police cruiser here in Portland. And theoretically, like let's say for example with this police cruiser, you do not have to use this specific spawn location for that vehicle. You can theoretically find a police cruiser anywhere in Liberty City, so any old police cruiser works. You just need to turn in one of each of these vehicles that are getting shown off in this video, and they can be found you know, all sorts of different places. Some of these, such as the ambulance, you know, sometimes it tends to pop up when a lot of pedestrians die and stuff, so you could steal one that way if you wanted to. But beyond that, you can see how that process works, where, you know, you turn in one of those vehicles at that specific spot in Portland Harbor, a crane picks up the vehicle and then drops it off onto a ship in the background, and then you're rewarded with $1,500. Now, that takes care of the ambulance, police cruiser, and fire truck, so now we're moving on to the Barracks OL, which you can find at the most northern point in Staten Island here at Phil Cassidy's Armory. As I suppose an alternate way of getting in a Barracks OL would be to get 6 wanted level stars, but you know, we'd like to avoid police attention as much as possible, so this is a nice, quick and easy way of getting a Barracks OL. And if you were in a situation where you've completed the final mission, then where Claude is standing would be a Rhino tank. Although we haven't completed the final mission yet, so we will have to get a Rhino tank the more hands-on type of way. But moving forward though, you know, along with the Barracks OL here in Staten Island, we can also find the Enforcer here in Torrington in Staten Island. So this is a nice way of getting our hands on one of these, as another way of getting an Enforcer would be to get 4 wanted level stars. So again, we want to avoid that attention as much as possible, so there's the parked spawn location for the Enforcer. Now, at this point in the video, we have to get a bit more handsy there, as we still need the FBI car and the Rhino tank, since we haven't completed the final mission in this game. So, you can see I'm causing a bit of mayhem here in front of my safe house in Staten Island. And the reason why I'm specifically here is because I've completed the Vigilante side mission in this game, which awards you with 6 police bribes that get delivered to each of your hideouts across Liberty City. So here in Staten Island, I like doing this little project here in Staten Island because there's a lot of foot traffic in front of the safe house, with a lot of vehicles that pop up, pedestrians all over the place, so you can cause a lot of trouble for people. And you know, I also like when that happens, where you have police cars in the background spawning inside of buildings for some reason. It's really weird stuff. But you can see that after waiting for a little bit of time there, and after getting the 5th wanted level star, we finally got some FBI cars chasing after us. So the moment they start coming towards me, kind of at that front section of the ramp here at the safe house, that's when I start retreating and running back towards these police bribes to collect them, get rid of my wanted level, and then collect whatever vehicle I'm going after. So in this case, the FBI car. And it's really weird because with the FBI and the Army, as we will see very shortly here, as I'm now getting my hands on a Rhino tank, using that same strategy of retreating once the vehicle of choice starts driving towards me. But it just seems like the people inside of these vehicles tend to despawn very quickly. Like the Rhino tank was right behind me, but the people inside of it despawned kind of the moment the camera, you know, got off of the Rhino tank in this case. And a bit of a warning here is that you gotta watch yourself a little bit. You know, this thing's a little explosive in the pants there, really hasty with its explosions. You know, it can cause some problems, so you kind of want to watch out where you're driving and whatnot. So after delivering that last vehicle, because that was the last one I needed to deliver to this location here in Portland Harbor, your reward are a bunch of Grand Theft Auto 3 logos. So it's definitely a worthwhile reward, but really, each of these logos represent a vehicle that you've turned into this specific spot. So this logo, as you may have seen above the logo, said Rhino. So if you walk into that specific logo, then it will cause the crane to drop you off a Rhino tank. So you can keep coming back to this place if you want to get more and more of these special vehicles. You can also choose the FBI car if you wanted to, a normal police cruiser, you know, whatever kind of vehicle you want. You can always come back to this spot after completing this task to get your hands on, you know, the vehicle of your choice. So endless tanks for you if you don't want to use cheat codes, I suppose. So that completes this part. You know, we've gotten our reward now of free selection of these vehicles, as well as our percentage points for 100%. So that completes this part. I'm going to find myself a nice lady of the night to replenish my fluids. And in the next part, we will be tackling the Portland Import-Export Garage, which is also located here in Portland Harbor. So until then, I will see you next time.